It's just about that time of the week. Time for the Weekly Weebs Podcast. Grab your friends, family, waifus, and husbandos, and join your favorite weebs for an exciting show of anime talk. Hosts Crimson, Frenchie, Wigwiki, and Xerio Machini will review and suggest shows, talk about news from the industry, and tackle some of the biggest arguments in the world of anime. It's the Weekly Weebs Podcast, starting now.
What's up, everybody? It's Xerio Machini, and you're on your favorite podcast on all the internet. I don't even need to say it because you already know, but I'll say it anyway for the sake of intro's sakes.
Bad Friends?
Yep.
It's a good
Also
podcast.
known as the Weekly Weebs. And that's us. Hope you're all having a wonderful week. Go around and just see how everybody else is doing. Frenchie, how you doing?
You know, I'm actually doing pretty good.
Awesome.
This is going to come out after Nerdvember's done, but we're already at our goal, and we haven't even hit our live stream yet.
Yeah.
In fact, we're over our goal because we got another $50 donation today.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah. If we have, like, a really good run on Saturday, we could realistically hit 3K this year.
Oh, man, that would be insane.
Did we reset our numbers?
We have not increased it yet.
Yeah, but it shows on the website that we've surpassed it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Which I do want to give a shout out to Debbie and Richard Anderson, my aunt and uncle, that gave us that huge donation to hit our goal.
Whoa.
Fucking crazy.
They're the ones that I know, right?
Yeah, my dad's sister.
Yes.
She's real tiny. He's taller.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I've met them.
Oh, at least a couple times. They were out for the wedding. They were out for our high school graduation.
What's going on?
I don't know.
I found a really funny picture on Twitter. It says, autistic people will watch one of these and base their whole personality on it. And the shows are Murder Drones, The Amazing Digital Circus, Hazbin Hotel, Transformers 1, Hell of a Boss, Lackadaisy, and Arcane.
Well, I don't know what most of those are, so.
I understood some of those words. I think I know all of them, and I haven't seen two of them.
Gotcha. So how else you been?
Good. Work's actually, like, for once, things are looking okay. Thought I was going to freak out a couple of weeks ago because I had to buy a new car because my engine was about to blow.
Oh, shit.
But it's a good vehicle. We're only paying an extra $100 a month. We made some changes to our finances, cut out like at least like $60, $80 a month, so it's not too big. I should be getting a raise in effect. Like I officially got a promotion like inside my team and
that's
should come
awesome.
with a 3% pay bump, which I mean isn't a lot, but it's more than zero. So,
Next.
Yeah, it's true.
but yeah, excited for the holidays, and I got a 5-day weekend coming up because I took Wednesday off.
Nice. Oh, that's going to be so good.
Bussin'.
Bussin' indeed. Crimson, how you doing?
Mentally, I'm hanging in there.
Yeah.
I'm off Monday. This coming Monday. I should have taken. Well, I didn't take Wednesday because I took Monday off. So I got a 5-day weekend also coming up. I don't know. Mentally, I've been here and there. Arcane's final act / season really did a number on me.
Is it over already?
Arcane's done.
Season 2 is already done?
Season 2's done. It ended last Saturday. And I was big depressed after it was done.
Did it drop at once, or was it like a weekly thing?
They did the same as they did with season 1. So
I
they
don't
did
remember how they did that.
They did it in 3 different acts. So Act 1 was the first 3 episodes, and that was released at the beginning of the month. And
Mhm.
then they did Act 2, which were the next 3, and then Act 3, the final 3.
Gotcha.
But they are working on some spin-off shows. Basically, they're going to expand the League of Legends world with the shows. And they've already been in development of working with they've been in development for over a year on one of them. And I know one of the worlds that they're going to, or one of the lands they're going to be going to is Noxus, which is, we know quite a little bit about with what we see in Arcane, but not a huge bunch. Basically, it's where Mel and Ambessa are, the black girl with the gold that she wears, and then her mom, the Big Muscle Mommy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're from Noxus, and so one of the spots is going to be taking place there. So I'm excited to see more about that. Yes, sir.
Can you two things? One, I heard that the animation budget for the show is fucking insane.
So yeah, this show had the highest animation budget of all time at $250 million for
That's
both seasons.
That's insane. Second thing, please tell me we got more of the guys in the hoverboards.
Echo.
Please tell me we did. We didn't.
I
Did we?
don't want to tell you anything because I don't want to spoil.
I don't
shit.
give a fuck about spoilers. Tell me.
Yes, we do get stuff with Echo.
That's all I wanted to know. You don't gotta tell me what it is. I just wanted to know if we had more.
Oh my god, this season was so good, but I don't want to say anything because I do plan to assign it. I know it's not anime, but I don't give a fuck. This show's incredible, and I'm gonna assign it anyways.
I mean, you assigned to the first season, so. And,
The only reason I assigned the
and-
first season was because that was mostly coming on the topic of was it anime or not.
well,
You're
you've-
welcome for that reminder.
You've assigned every season of Ruby, which also isn't anime. So it's so not anime that they had to make an anime of it.
Oh snap!
Okay, you know what? I'll give you that. I will give you that.
Oh snap! Oh snap!
But yeah,
Come
and
to
then-
our macaroni party and we'll take a nap. Oh snap! Oh snap! You don't know?
No.
Oh!
Ham boning.
But yeah, I mean, other than that stuff,
I've
You could
seen
say that
this
show's pretty regular.
before.
Yeah.
haven't seen it.
I know how to beat this.
Other than that, I've got a doctor appointment on Friday for getting medicine for my anxiety, and then
You know who else has a doctor appointment on Friday?
you.
My mom.
You're fired.
Yeah.
Have you never seen the regular show?
No.
The scene in the regular show that told me it was going to be really fucking funny. It was me and Lippert watching it, and they were playing skee ball, and their boss, whose name I can't remember, Benson goes, "Okay, guys, we got to be ready for when the balls drop." And then they show Mordecai and Rigby snickering, and I'm like, "Oh, it's gonna be one of those type of shows," and it's so fucking funny. He should have ended up with CJ.
Facts.
I agree.
Other than that, I've been hanging in there. I've been doing my own thing and existing.
That's good. Well, hopefully, the anxiety medications help you out.
I'm hoping so.
Yeah.
Come to our macaroni party and we'll take a nap.
Wiki, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty dang good, brother. I got no complaints here. Living life. Bunch of stuff going on. I'm now the TO at Game Castle for Alpha Clash now.
What is TO?
Tournament organizer.
Oh, wow.
So I do that every Sunday now.
That's dope.
And doing pretty good. Just got my ass beat by a dude on Sunday. Every Sunday. I do that every Sunday. I think I said Saturday.
Get your ass beat?
Yeah, I did that. Yeah. If
You do that every Sunday?
If the dude's there, yeah. Yeah. My goal is to beat him one day. It's very, very hard goal to achieve, but he's
I believe in you.
he's like the sixth player in I think the sixth in the world. I think maybe in Flesh and Blood, or 26th in the world in Flesh and Blood, and he goes to our game store.
That's dope.
Yeah, it makes me want to be a better player.
Do it.
We'll
Climb
see,
that
dude.
ceiling. And then break it.
I will.
Good.
I'll do it for you,
I
Dad.
smashed the annals of Lorcana and Alpha Clash history.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, I've been fine. Just been working. Nothing really new. Just been chilling, playing a lot of Throne of Liberty still, and vibing.
Nice.
How you been?
I've been all right. I could be better. The seasonal depression's been kind of getting at me.
Hitting.
Yeah, like pretty much as soon as it started getting cold, I've been sort of feeling it. It's like I'll wake up in the mornings, just want to be like a statue or something, and just not do much. And I'm kind of at this. I don't know. I'm kind of at this point where I feel like I'm doing a lot, but like I never feel like I'm doing enough.
I feel that in my soul, brother.
Yeah.
Same. I've been feeling that a lot lately too.
Yeah. So
And I've also been forgetting a lot of things, and it's been making me upset because I've been forgetting to do things. Like I forgot to do laundry about 3 times today until like right at 5 o'clock, and Eric's like, "You forgot to do laundry again." I'm like, "Fuck." So I ended up going to
message
laundry.
you 4 times for
Yeah,
Metallic Rouge.
he had to message me a bunch today for the review, and I've been scattered.
Yeah.
I've been spreading myself too thin, and I've not been appreciating it.
Yeah, I get that completely. But I mean, other than that, I've been having, some good stuff. Been, getting involved with my church more. I'm looking into official church membership. So the next meeting for that, which will probably be this next month, I'll probably be looking into that.
What does that consist of?
It basically means I'll have more of like I'll be expected to participate in like church activities more often. You're just kind of expected to donate your time
More.
a little more, and that you're an official part of like what makes the church run in whatever capacity that is deemed like fit for you. And in some cases that could be like not a lot, depending on
What
like what you do, or like what your time looks like, or how much you're willing to invest. But for other people it could be like they're around for renovations, or they're going out evangelizing. It could, so how it looks
is different for a person.
Yeah, but it's just kind of like accepting responsibility within the church. Yes, Frenchie.
When you said evangelizing, I thought you said vandalizing, and I'm just
Yeah.
picturing people singing like religious songs and just spray painting shit.
Yeah, we throw crosses into people's windows, but only closed windows, so they shatter through. Yeah. Yep. Yep, that's a vandalizing. But I did get to watch a couple of my friends get baptized this last weekend, and that was awesome. So they gave like their testimonies, and kind of they both had like some pretty rough lives leading up to this point. So it's just kind of really cool to see like where they were and where they are now.
Where they're going.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
But yeah. So yeah, some ups and some downs. You know how it goes.
If you want to come play Alpha Clash with us on Sundays, you feel free.
Well, if you play after I'm done with church, then maybe. But
we start at noon.
well, I mean, I might be able to fit like a game or two in, maybe. Just kind of depends. But yeah, that's me. Shall we get into the combat?
I completely forgot we were doing this. I'm not going to lie to you.
I would also like to add that I was personally victimized by the wonderful voice acting and storytelling of Baldur's Gate 3 all weekend. Like, I'm pretty sure I played like 10 or 11 hours of BG3 this weekend, and it was all wonderful.
Beautiful.
But I fucking cried no fewer than 4 times.
No fewer than 4 times.
I've been these past few weekends. I've been going over to a buddy's house to play Baldur's Gate 3 because he's been getting me into it. And we got into the 3rd act not too long ago. We have 2 of the 3 magic stones, and our party has gotten to the point where we're just like ultra badass because we have this kind of necromancy synergy going on. So anytime we go into a fight, there's like 15 of us.
Jesus.
It's pretty sweet. But yeah.
I found out yesterday that I knew that Ketherick Thorm
Mm-hmm.
is voiced by J.K. Simmons, which
Shit, I didn't.
I picked up on that as soon as I heard his voice. But Gortash is voiced by Jason fucking Isaacs.
Oh man.
And that Minsk, of all people, is fucking Matt Mercer.
Oh, I haven't met Minsk in the game yet.
Minsk and Boo is like one of my favorite like non-origin characters
Yeah,
in the game. I fucking love him.
they have magic cards.
Oh, I know. I have a Karlak deck.
They predate Karlak in Magic, and in Dungeons and Dragons too, I guess. But,
Minsk and Boo have had a pop figure for several years
oh, that's dope.
from D&D.
That's sick. It's a space hamster.
I'm trying to find the fucking list of all the fights. I found it.
Cool. All right. Whenever you're ready, feel free to. What
Just send it in the chat.
What
Just
the
send it
fuck
in the chat.
noise was that?
Okay. Do you want me to?
That sounded like metal scraping against metal, and that came out of Crimson's throat.
Want me to recap who all has advanced so far?
Awesome.
Okay. In round 2 advancing, we've got Grons, Baragon, Android 18, Itachi, Mihawk, Crow, Yami, Toby, Big Mom, Android 16, Kuma, Stark, Sasori, Raccoon, Kakashi, Zabuza, Yusuke, Crocodile, Yami, Adam Smasher, Levi, Datara, Gilga, Android 17, Pain, Uzui, Yukiora, Ginyu, and Hidan.
Round 2 is going to be interesting for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Then, without further ado, we should be we'll be able to finish out round 1 today.
Should have what, like 6 fights left, I think?
7.
Nice.
There's 14 entries left. All
Yeah,
right.
Crimson.
Spinning the wheel.
Spinning the wheel. It's time to spin the wheel.
It's time to spin.
It's time for another raffle.
All right.
We got an S for
For
spinning.
spinning.
Oh,
We got a W for Wiki.
All right. First fighter is Tier Haribel. She's the number 3 Espada. The one woman Espada.
oh, the one that has the fish stuff.
Yeah, she's like a shark.
Yeah.
It'd have been fun to put her up against. Yes.
Yes.
Crimson, why'd you
And
make
she's
that
going
face?
against Esdeath.
I know her. I don't
You
know
know
the
her.
first one.
This is
I hope they go in water, and then Ezra just freezes her.
This is a mommy battle. Well, funny thing about that, Haribel creates water. In fact, the way Toshiro beats her is by freezing her water.
So what you're saying is,
Ezdeath
is
wins?
not a good matchup for her.
No, actually, Esdeath is a pretty terrible matchup.
So
Let's see
Esdeath wins
Haribel.
then?
Yet, I mean, technically, since like, here's the thing. Are you good, bro?
Pineapple.
Oh, okay. Your eyes started watering, and you were just looking up, and I was like,
I was like, he either has a
Light
hot.
of God.
I was like, he either has
Xerio,
to
you've done it.
He either has to sneeze or
Don't
he's got
pick
a
me, it
hot
was all
take.
Jesus.
I mean, just from the
But-
one sentence you guys said, I don't know dick about the Espada, as I've said in several episodes, but from what it sounds like, Esdeath might just take the win on this.
I thought you would have looked up the Spada by now.
Dude, I don't even have time to work on the thing this weekend, let alone
Yeah,
look up
yeah.
something for one
Go-
episode.
Going on Google Images does take a lot of time.
That doesn't give me anything, though. Google Images gives me nothing other than what they look like.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's not a looks battle, it's a death battle.
That's true. This is her.
She's hot.
Yeah, so she's got like a giant shark as a blade arm, and she creates.
She's also
water.
got a giant rack.
She do have that.
I think Esdeath is hotter. But that's just my own take.
So
Donda Danny Phantom.
yeah, because like, I Haribel's definitely faster than Esdeath, but Esdeath can also freeze time.
Oh yeah.
So
As that wins, then.
yeah.
Also, Ezeth don't fuck around. She just goes right at it.
Yeah.
True.
Haribel probably would too, but yeah,
As that doesn't fuck around, she just finds out.
yeah. I think in terms of powers and abilities, Esdeath kind of just kind of takes it.
Is this the first Espada that actually got taken down
Oh man,
out of the list that we've had?
I'm in a live match, so I can't
how-
look up either of their powers if
how
someone
many,
else wants to do it.
How many Espada do we have in the victory?
That would require. Oh no, we had Grimjaw losing to Mihawk.
Okay.
Oh, that's right.
Gotcha.
All right.
So there we go. So yeah, as Death wins.
Oh,
match
yeah.
one.
I think that's a pretty easy choice, honestly.
Yeah.
Especially if considering that is how she lost in general
yeah.
to the captain with ice powers.
Yeah. All right. Up next is Jace from the Ginyu Force. He's the red guy, Crimson,
Okay.
the red Australian guy.
Space Australia.
Has he got like the long white hair?
Yes.
Okay.
And he's going against Kisuke Urahara from Bleach. He's Mr. Hat and Clogs.
Let's see. Dragon Ball versus Bleach.
Well, they're both.
Crimson has no thoughts.
Yeah. I mean, they're both pretty close in terms of how powerful their characters are, especially since Jace is back in the Namek saga. They're both very fast. This is actually kind of an interesting fight. I personally still don't know what Urahara's Bankai is because I didn't read the manga and the anime hasn't gotten there yet.
Do you want me to look it up? 'Cause I'm doing it right now.
I can't remember because that was a year and a half ago.
Gotcha. But I know his Shikai can like control blood and stuff like that.
We also don't really know a lot about Jace because he doesn't really do much in the anime.
Yeah, well, he's got kind of the standard.
He's one of the
Power set.
smartest characters in Bleach in general.
No, Jace.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Bleach.
We know Kiseki is extremely intelligent and also trains Ichigo.
Yep.
But like Jace is just kind of there. Like we watch Raccoon fight, we watch Berta fight, we watch whatever the fuck his name was that got decapitated,
Guldo.
that he can control time.
That's Guldo.
Yeah, we know obviously Ginyu's abilities.
Mm-hmm.
We don't really see Jace do much.
The only like signature move that we see Jace do is called Crusher Ball, which is just a big red ball that he tosses at people. But other than that, he's got like very, like a very standard move set. Personally, I would give this to Urahara.
I agree.
I think between his knowledge of keto,
So his
Oh, shoot, he's got a good diet.
Bankai
he sure do.
can reconstruct everything it touches for offensive and defensive purposes while in the area of effect. Urahara can cut anything and everything within that area. However, the Bankai mainly shines for its supportive capabilities as Urahara can restructure anything similar to a buff and healing effect. During his battle against Esakin Nakli Ver, however the fuck you say it, he uses this to restructure his eye, which had rendered useless. His reconstructing isn't just limited to himself. He can also reconstruct his opponent's body, making them weaker in a fight. He can overwhelm him in a battle against Eskin by reconstructing his armors for increased strength. This can also alter his surroundings, allowing people to overcome obstacles and barriers.
Yeah, that sounds busted as shit, and I don't think Jace can do dick against that. It sounds like if Jace hits
Hey. Professional status, occupation, professional baseball player.
Jace.
That is according to the official Dragon Ball wiki.
Jace is a baseball player.
Yes.
Okay, I'm not gonna argue because like I'm sure the Ginyu Force on their off time do a bunch of like kind of weird shit.
He fucking shit.
That's what he laughed at earlier. So Jace
Oh, that's
was
good.
part of the Galactic Little League.
The Little League.
Galactic Little League is mentioned in a 1992 strategy guide for the RPG Dragon Ball Z Super Saiyan Densetsu, in which the Ginyu Force members explain about how their special powers originated during their childhood. Jace was a pitcher in the league, and it was there he developed the Crusher Ball as his special technique.
That makes sense. I guess. It
I
kinda
heard
looks
that
like he's
that's like Dominatrix's like main move.
Crusher Ball.
It's called the
Yeah.
Crusher Ball.
Yeah.
I thought it was Ball Crusher.
The end result is the same.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, I'm cool giving that to Urahara.
Yeah, especially since when I'm looking at Jace, he's basically called the partner of Birder, and they use a combo attack.
Mm-hmm.
Birder doesn't get to help him here.
That's their big purple attack, but yep.
Being a red-skinned alien humanoid in appearance, Captain Ginyu best describes him as an extremely flamboyant and snowy white-haired mutant, nicknamed the Red Magma.
Well, they're all pretty flamboyant, so
He has 3 different death dates,
what?
probably being like Wishback or different.
Oh,
But so it's Jace in the anime. It's Jeese in the manga, Jeese, and his aliases are Jeese, as in the manga, Jeese, Jeece, Jeese, 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 Jeheece, Jace, Red Magma, and Jeeth,
Jeeth.
as in teeth with a J.
I was thinking Keith, but but yeah.
No, it's spelled like teeth though.
Oh man.
I just needed to share that.
Oh,
That's nuts.
That's hilarious. All right. So it sounds like we're giving that to Urahara. So I'll start spinning the wheel. All right. First fighter is Zomari Riro. He's one of the Espada. I can pull him up in a second.
Crimson ain't gonna be able to talk.
They're
at
just
all.
on this list, okay? You're gonna. I don't know what to tell you.
It's gonna be really fun when the last 8 is all just Espada and Kisaki.
Can I just stay home that day?
No.
Nope. You have to give an opinion.
I don't have one. I don't know either of them.
Then Google him real quick.
Then you better make an opinion.
No.
This is
Then
what.
don't complain.
This is
I
what he.
will.
This is what he
Oh,
looks
the
like.
pumpkin fuck.
Yeah, the pumpkin fuck.
Oh, all the eyes.
Yeah.
The fumpkin.
Yeah, each of his eyes can control an object. So that's his thing. Next, and he will be fighting Dreamers.
We are fighting dreamers. How do you spell his name?
You spell it. Hold on. He's going against Zoro.
There, now you can talk.
From One Piece. ZOMMARI RUREAUX.
That was too many. COMMARI.
Yes. RUREAUX. Zomari Ruro.
We're gonna call him just Zami.
Zami Mommy.
Zami versus Zoro.
Zoro's fucked.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know anything about the Espada, but if it's a single dude who's just strong with swords against whatever the fuck this guy is.
With pepperoni.
At will, Zomari can activate any of his eyes to take control of anything it sees.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zoro
So-
doesn't stand a chance.
so
He's got more than 3 eyes.
The way that
Yeah.
he loses against Byakuya is that Byakuya just creates millions of swords, so he can't control them.
Yeah.
Zoro's limited at 3, maybe 4 if he clenches hard enough.
Is there?
Usually, this power seizes control of a single limb on the target's body, but if an eye sees an enemy's head, then the enemy's entire body will fall under Zomari's control.
Yep. So, is there anything Zoro can do to not get fucking killed in this case?
Unless he has a really strong willpower. No. I mean, he's got willpower, but he don't got that strong of
we
willpower.
we don't even have an example of whether or not willpower is like a factor.
Then
Yeah,
he probably has
what I
no
mean?
chance.
Like if you can will it away, we never see anybody doing it. You know, it's always like well, I guess I can't say always because he only got killed once, of course, but like he gets beaten by like exploiting.
Yeah, he would have to fight someone like Gilgamesh from Fate to lose.
So Zora's not winning.
Okay.
Zoro's got 3 swords, not millions.
Yeah.
And one eye.
Well, doesn't he have like a 1,000 sword style? You know what I'm saying? Doesn't matter. Still 3 swords.
Yeah.
But the only thing is that if the fuck, I still think the other dude takes it. But if Zoro was able to just fucking blitz right off the bat, like if he's not fucking around,
Yeah. Yeah.
but like as soon as he gets seen, like he's fucked.
Yeah.
Yep. So it would have to be he would have to like prevent Zomari from looking at him.
Which when
Essentially.
he's got eyes all around his body.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that? Zoro also looks.
All right. Well, sorry, Zoro. I thought you'd make it to round 2, but you would against.
You got paired up real bad.
It happens.
He might have had a chance against like anyone else we've done so far,
Yeah.
but no.
No.
Who's this guy gonna beat on the list? I feel like there's a lot of people he's gonna be able to fucking just swipe just because of his ability, and he just so happened to be facing Byakuya.
Yeah, maybe because he's pretty shafted in the anime just because of who he goes against.
He literally.
Like he could have taken out a lot of people probably if his first opponent wasn't Byakuya.
Mm-hmm.
Is what it is though.
Yeah, I'm looking through it. There, Adam Smasher would be a good matchup for him probably
Oh yeah, he's got a lot of different parts.
because shoot millions of swords. How about thousands of bullets?
Yep. Or missiles.
I feel like Xeros though still have more firepower than fucking missiles.
Definitely. Yeah. But Adam Smasher could at least like he might have a way to overcome the control aspect at bare minimum.
Looking through who else?
All right, so the first fighter in the next match.
Ooh,
is-
Itachi getting all those eyes under a genjutsu.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, we don't even know if he needs to get all of the eyes in a genjutsu. One might be enough if they have shared vision. But I mean, Itachi does have shadow clones.
Facts.
Fighter number 1 in the next match is Konan from Naruto. She's the paper chick.
Mm.
And she'll be going.
That'd be a good
against-
matchup for the fucking eye guy.
Actually, yeah, she could probably beat him. And she's going against.
Someone who uses fire
Fire.
or scissors.
Or scissors.
She would have been a good matchup for Zoro.
Yeah. She's going against Bond from Seven Deadly Sins.
So here's the thing.
He's immortal.
So is Philly the Kid.
That's true, but it's not about killing the person. It's about making it so they can't fight anymore. And Bond has a lot of interesting ways of making that not happen, such as he can take the power of whoever's beating him up.
To an
And-
extent. He does end up getting worn out if he takes too much.
Yeah. And then he also has his thief power thing.
Oh, that's why. Fox Hunt?
Yeah.
That's what I thought you were talking
Also,
about.
don't his nunchucks do something too?
Oh, his
Sacred weapon.
sacred weapon. I can't remember what it does.
He steals a demon heart with them. I can't remember what like they specifically do.
Not with his sacred weapon.
He didn't do that with his nunchucks?
No, he did it with his hand.
Oh, okay. Mortal Kombat ass. But I mean, Conan can, potentially subdue him because she's got like the paper coffins and she can, like fly and stuff, and She even turns the sea into a bunch of paper bombs at one point. That took prep work, but
Which
she does it.
she definitely will not have.
Yeah. So she probably won't have that specific tactic under her belt, but
The other thing is like
she has control over all paper, including like paper bombs.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, he is immortal, but
And he also has a lot of experience fighting several different types of demons that are very hard to kill. She only has fight experience against ninjas.
Don't disrespect ninjas like that, dude.
I mean, yeah, but
But strong ninjas, I'll give them like Naruto ninjas.
yeah, the ninjas in Naruto aren't just like some
Ninjas.
dudes sneaking around trees.
I know.
They're fucking magic, but
I feel like she's winning.
Why is that?
Doesn't she open up a fucking hole in the ground?
it's in the sea, but she that took prep work.
That's true. Never mind.
It's when she's fighting Toby, and she buries him under billions of paper bombs.
Another question. His regenerative powers aren't instant, correct?
They're very fast. Like he's gotten
Pretty quick.
his
But if he
his
gets-
head yeeted off and it just pops right back up like a few seconds later.
But if he's completely exploded and he has to regenerate from nothing,
Well, do we have examples of that? I don't know if he's ever been like blown from nothing.
so what I'm saying is, like, if she could just fucking like do that, I'm pretty sure she might know. If she knows sealing jutsu, then I feel like he's cooked.
Yeah, but she can put him in a paper coffin, and then just like keep applying paper to it, you know. So I don't know if that's not like specifically a sealing jutsu, but
So I think Bond's taking this off of this one spell, off of his immortality alone. I'm gonna read from it. Due to drinking the fountain of youth, Bond gained immortality. He can completely and perfectly regenerate from all wounds, including lost limbs, organs, and head, and even being incinerated to ashes, making him extremely hard to kill.
Yeah, just because it's hard to kill. But I'm talking about like how fast is it?
yeah, but like we were saying earlier though too, it's not about getting the kill. Just like how with Philly the Kid, Philly did not win his fight because there was no way for him to win, and there was a way for his opponent to stop him from fighting.
He needs no food or drink to survive, is immune to poisons and illness, and after surviving and adapting to purgatory for hundreds of years, his immortality improved to the point where scorching heat and frostbite-inducing cold no longer affect him at all. And he can breathe the poisonous air as if it were normal.
But he can still be incapacitated because he can be locked away.
Yep.
Which is what a sealing jutsu does.
Yeah. So realistically, this one could go either way.
She can make paper clones of herself. She can use them to find her place. She can hide explosive tags in them so they would explode and catch an enemy off guard. Kono's ultimate jutsu is the paper person of the god technique, which can split a large lake.
Oh, and he's also never going to have a sacred treasure because it ended up getting stolen and he never got it back. For Bond,
I
so...
was just saying, they're at their
ironic.
peak. They're at their peak, so he has his weapon.
Okay, all that thing does is has an ability called super concentration, which raises his physical and mental capacities.
Oh, that's neat, I guess.
Yeah. And that, I mean...
So yeah, I would say that this fight could go either way because Bond could, potentially, he could actually get the kill.
Yeah.
But Conan could stop him from fighting.
Yeah.
And either way, that's a win.
Here we
But
go. So,
she can also, it's like you were saying, she can make clones, and she can fly. So of course,
yeah.
he can't.
So, some of his attacks...
I just saw something on Fanverse that says Conan doesn't require prep to perform her ultimate jutsu.
Oh well,
At least not in the way you think.
she mentions in the anime that she prepared for it. So
It says in Battle Done matchups, because she required prep in her fight against Obito to use her 600 billion paper ocean, it's popular misconception that Konan needed to prepare and hide all that paper in the ocean before the fight, and I'm going to try and explain why I think it's not accurate with the information we were given in the manga.
can you skip ahead to an answer?
Yep.
While he's skipping ahead, Bond's ability, Fox Hunt, says he uses his hand or weapon to snatch an object from a distance. His most commonly used tactic with this technique is to remove his enemy's heart.
Mm-hmm.
So if he Fox Hunts her once,
Yep.
it's over.
But it
if
has,
he can find it.
yeah, it has to be her, and not a paper clone, because then he would just be grabbing a bomb, and she flies.
He does. He can steal like physical strength and stuff, but he does have a time limit, and then he becomes extremely fatigued after it. So
Gotcha.
if he's able to like, even if he steals like her strength and makes it so it's hard for her to do anything, he then is setting a time limit on himself. When if he does fail to stop her at that point, then I do think that she has a chance. It really depends on how fast can Bond take care of her before he becomes fatigued.
Yeah, it also matters with what he's reading.
Yeah.
If the 600 million paper lake really doesn't require prep time, then that really pushes it into Conan's favor, because she technically, when she fought Toby, they were a bunch of paper bombs. So she like basically put him under an ocean and then blew him up with it. But with Bond, she could just not blow it up, and then he's stuck under an ocean of 600 million paper.
Right.
And that would at least keep him out of the fight for
So this
long
is
enough.
starting to hurt my eyes, but basically what they're saying is prep time. It's not how she like laid all those. It's that with 1010, how she uses that jutsu. This is what their argument is, saying what they mean by prep time, because it's not specifically clear, which it makes sense when you think about it. How 1010 uses scrolls and sealing jutsu to store those weapons and use them. She does like the same thing with paper, and when they're in the fight, how is she supposed to know where exactly Obito was going to be? You know what I mean? And fight there. So how would she know that's where they were going to fight?
So basically, she has the paper stored somewhere, and she summons it,
and stuff like that. So she has it like stored in a scroll,
which would make sense.
and she used it then just by using regular jutsu that everybody knows for summoning stuff like that, weapons and shit. That's what their argument was made.
Yeah.
But from data people have gathered through data books and stuff, which I don't know if that's accurate because it's not confirmed, but it makes the most sense in terms of prep time, because she would have to prep in terms of gathering all that paper and imbuing all that stuff in.
Yep.
But in terms of using it, not necessarily having to prep when it's being used.
Gotcha. So yeah, honestly, I could see the fight going either way, but I'm leaning towards Conan.
I'm leaning towards Bond just because the fact that she doesn't have a way to permanently incapacitate him. Because I'm looking at it, I don't see anything about a sealing jutsu, anything like that. Well, we know Bond has a way to win the fight.
Yeah.
I don't see a way of Conan being able to win because of the fact of that instantaneous regeneration.
Oh, it would have to be the either the 600 million paper lake, or just putting him in a paper coffin, putting him in a paper coffin that she would just keep adding paper to. So that would be how she could do it. But yeah, Bond has the capacity to actually kill her if he gets his hands on her. What do you guys think?
I don't know.
I still think Bond.
Okay.
Solely because of, here's the thing, even if he doesn't get her with his fox hunt the first time and it is a bomb, he can heal and then he can analyze. Like, he doesn't it doesn't even have to be like he's doing it multiple times all at once. He could do it at like once, see what happens, and then go from there. There was one other thing that I saw. It was a multi-attack thing that I saw, and I want to double check it real quick just in case it was something I may have missed. Let's see.
Heads or tails?
Tails.
Okay. Now is heads or tails for Conan or for Bon?
Huh?
What
did you say?
You said tails.
Yeah.
Is that for Conan or Bon?
Oh, I thought you were I thought you were deciding. Conan, I guess. I don't know.
He also has Crazy Hunt, which allows him to perform a fox hunt-like attack on several enemies at once.
Okay. Yeah,
And he's also demonstrated the ability to use it from far enough range that his target was a small figure in the distance. So he could use it from a fairly good range.
So it doesn't matter if she flies.
It does not matter if she flies.
All right. Well.
Cool. And he also, if he can attack multiple enemies at once, he can continue to do that until it's whittled down, and he doesn't even have to keep the paper bombs. He could literally toss them after he's done with them until he's got.
They would explode when they get to him. If he's taking them. That's what's gonna happen.
Well, yeah. I mean, he is immortal, so I mean, he can take the blast like a champ. It's just once he uses his ability to start stealing like strength from her, then that's when he starts ticking the timer. But if he's just trying to rip out her heart and stuff, I think he might have a better chance.
Yeah.
Especially since he doesn't have to worry about range. He's got that covered.
For sure. What do you think, Wiki?
That kind of just sealed it for me.
All right, cool. Sounds like Bond wins then.
What do you think?
Hmm?
What do you think?
Oh, I still think it could have gone either way, but
I very much think it could have gone either way, but I think in this case, like given the scenario, I think Bond might have the upper hand just enough, like just barely enough.
all right. Spinning the wheel.
Spinning the wheel.
Up first is Tuichiro Suzuki from Mob Psycho 100. He's the leader of Claw, the red-haired dude that gave powers to all of the members of Claw. He's the one who fought Mob at 100%. Pull him up.
Yeah, I would say I don't remember him. That was in like the final season, wasn't it?
He did come back in the final season, but his big fight was in he was the season 2 boss. He was this guy.
And then he was in prison. Wasn't his son became friends with Mob?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I remember him now.
That guy.
I know what you're talking about.
Cool. All right, and he is fighting.
The suspense is killing me.
Yep.
It's probably the diabetes killing me.
Oh my fuck.
I was going to make a joke very similar, but in a different...
We are diabetes.
Well, this will be a quick fight. Suzuki is going against Gearless Joe.
Well, I think we can move on to the next one and just...
What does Gearless Joe do?
He boxes.
He's a regular.
Without
yeah,
gear.
no, fucking. Oh yeah, so
He's a very human,
Joe.
very
Yeah.
normal
He's
boxer.
I
Dunzo.
think that okay, hear me out.
Okay.
We don't have that cake yet.
He loses.
Okay.
Gearless Joe, yeah, he's destroyed.
Obliterated.
Yeah.
Non-existent.
There's maybe like 3 or 4 people on this list that Joe could beat. And none of them have been read off tonight.
So, moving on.
Yep. That was a fast one. Makes up for the long one that we had earlier.
He could maybe beat Askeladd.
Maybe. Up next, though, is Netero from Hunter x Hunter.
Ooh. Okay.
And
Cole's like someone I know.
he knew Gearless Joe. And going against
Dun, 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 dun.
Guldo
Who the
from
fuck
the
is
Ginyu
that?
Force. The little green guy that can control time by holding his breath. Other than that, he kind of sucks. Oh, he's got telekinesis, so I guess he's got that going for him.
Is it weird that I think Netero might win this?
I also think that Netero might win it.
I don't know. Can the green guy use Key Blast?
Yeah,
He can also stop time.
by holding his breath.
Yeah, I think Netero loses.
You think so?
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. His ultimate trump card is exploding himself with a bomb. But if he stops time and he just fucking shoots Key Blast at this dude, like regular shit will hurt that man.
Here's my question.
Really?
We know Netero is strategic but cocky. What is the personality of Tiny Shrek?
That's
Guldo,
an insult to Shrek.
Yeah,
You're right. I'm sorry.
Look
Look at those
Marvin
stupid.
the, Marvin the Martian.
Look at those
Guldo
stupid eyes on the side of
is-
his fucking head.
Guldo is angry and arrogant.
Those are eyes?
Yeah.
Ugh.
He's arrogant and very jealous of other people. He's the least happy member of the Ginyu Force.
We have two cocky guys going up against each other. One of them can just smack him from a distance.
One has
and
a
the other
very
can freeze time by holding his breath.
And he can shoot him from a distance. I feel like those fucking Key Blasts will kill Netero.
Does Netero not have long range capabilities?
Not as long as the green guy.
Well, how far of a distance is his time stop?
As long as he can hold his breath.
So
it could be
its
literal
time
minutes.
is stopped. It's not a
Okay.
radius.
I didn't know if it was like as long as he's holding his breath, a certain radius has their time stopped, or if it's period.
Yeah.
In battle, Guldo is cowardly and desperate, resorting to different tactics to defeat his enemies.
I mean, like, what's a bunch of the shit that Netero does? I mean, this is the guy that fights Meruem, king of the fucking
Chimeras.
Chimera ants.
Yeah,
That's not nothing.
that correct.
Um,
And he's also
But he can't
very
stop time.
that's
that-
true, but Guldo is beaten exclusively by people who can't stop time.
and also not to mention that's
have
assuming
way
that
more have way more durability than Netero does.
I would say Netero also is fast, as we have seen him use his ability against Meruem, and Meruem gets bodied before realizing, oh, I see what you're doing now, kind of a thing.
Yeah, let me just look at some.
I can't remember what it's called. It's like Buddha's palm or something like that Netero has. I can't remember what his fucking ability is called.
The Guanyin Bodhisattva.
I guess the other question is, are we going off of Old Man Netero or Prime Netero?
Prime Netero. We're going off of all Prime.
He can also use an ability called Mind Freeze technique in order to physically paralyze their bodies, rendering them helpless.
Who does that?
Guldo.
Oh.
Because he was starting to get his ass kicked by Gohan and Krillin.
I guess I thought.
Also, these
that
are
was-
galaxy. These are like world threats. Like they're part of a team that goes in.
Yeah, but
fucking,
we're
Jump Force rules.
Jump Force rules. Remember?
yeah, but they're still. Yeah.
Guldo also has eye lasers.
But are they strong?
Let's see. He fought Chaozu. And they lost.
Great. I mean, I'm just gonna be honest. I would feel really bad having Netero lose to
Guldo.
Guldo.
The fact that he got beat by fucking Chaozu and Krillin. After Tien defeats Berter and Jace and Yamcha defeats Raccoon, Chaozu overcomes his fear of the, quote, smelly deceased fighter, and does so as well by blasting Guldo away in the bloody pond. During the battle, Chaozu was constantly mocking Guldo about his bad breath.
Netero's Ren is also powerful enough to make Meruem feel fear for the first time.
And I'm more than confident that fucking Meruem could kick Goldo's ass.
Yeah. That's my thing. Like, yeah.
Goldo starts hyperventilating, can't stop time, gets his ass kicked. Because that's basically why he ended up losing, is because he tried running away because he couldn't win.
Uh-huh.
And it was causing him to run short of breath, and he couldn't stop time.
That is true. That's true.
I still think Netero.
Should I rewatch all of Dragon Ball Z?
Yes. Honestly, you should start a Dragon Ball because it's amazing.
Yeah.
Mostly because of also his nan ability. I'm not even going to try and pronounce it. It's just he moves so fast that it looks like they're coming from another dimension. The attacks. So
I just want to give it to Netero. I don't want to give it to Goldo. I fucking hate Goldo.
I think he wins, dude.
I'm giving it to Netero. So I guess he can do the tiebreaker or either you're the tie or the determiner.
An important thing will be Netero's durability, like how well he can take a hit. So that's what I'm looking up now, because that's what Wiki is basically implying.
Fair.
Is that
I would
Netero
like to,
wouldn't be able to take a hit.
I mean, I am going to defend Netero on the case of...
He also has a bomb in his body.
Yeah, as a last resort.
So if he can get a Ki Blast into his thing and he doesn't even know about it and hits that bomb, he's going to explode anyways.
Yeah. What I was going to say is we know that... I think we know that Netero can take some damage because he's gotten... Even an old age Netero fighting Meruem, like he took some pretty damn heavy blows before throwing the towel and using the bomb. And that's not even prime Netero. That's just old man Netero.
So, according to the Hunterpedia wiki, Netero's body is very sturdy, so much so that, of course, we see Gon hurt his head trying to headbutt his stomach, and Killua breaking his leg from kicking him in the neck, and all of that is without without 10.
Yeah. And again, that's old man Netero.
Yeah.
If we're again going based off of prime Netero back when he was younger, I still think Netero's going to win this fight.
Yeah, so I feel like if he's using 10, he'll be able to take a Ki Blast.
Yeah. All right.
That's.
I still think it's going to be the green guy, but if I get outnumbered here, I get outnumbered. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, in that case, Guldo dies. Fuck him.
Yeah.
Maybe a different member of the Ginyu Force will take out.
We'll take Netero out.
Take Netero out. But Guldo is so shit that the other members of the Ginyu Force don't even care when he dies. That's.
I mentioned if he got beat by Krillin, he could definitely beat.
He got beat by fucking Chaozu.
Okay, if he got beat by Chaozu, he could more than easily get beaten by Prime Netero.
Chaozu blew himself up and broke Nappa's armor.
Yeah. Chaozu is the weakest Z fighter.
Maybe Yajirobe.
That's if you count Yajirobe as a Z fighter, I guess.
Just because they're the weakest Z fighter doesn't mean they couldn't beat, just saying.
I don't know what you're saying.
I feel like you guys are just being haters.
Maybe we are.
I'll gladly be a hater on Goldo. Fuck that bitch.
Maybe we are. All right. Well, that leads only 2 more fighters.
Spin that wheel.
So I'll still spin. I'll still spin the wheel for my own dramatic effect. But of course, fighter number 1 is Kakuzu from Naruto. He's a member of the Akatsuki.
Is he the puppet guy?
No,
he's the one that's got the multiple hearts.
Yeah. I'll pull up a picture of him in a second.
Okay.
And
Sasori's the puppet guy.
And he is going against Whitebeard from One Piece. So I'll pull up Kakuzu for you real quick.
This is a heavyweight fight.
This is a heavyweight fight.
So this is what he looks like normally.
Oh, that guy. He has the multiple spirits that are inside of him that
he's got
he weaponizes, doesn't he?
Yep.
Okay, I vaguely remember him.
He's got 4 extra hearts.
Yeah.
And each of them he can use the abilities of whoever they belong to, which is typically just like chakra natures, and he can also remove them from his body, and they'll form their own bodies and act on his command remotely.
Okay.
But he can also have them fight from inside of him.
So we once again have an Akatsuki versus an previous Emperor of the Sea. The only reason Whitebeard lost that fight was because he ended up just fighting an entire war, and then Teach took the killing blow when he was weak.
We're talking prime Whitebeard, though, but we're also talking reanimated Kakuzu. Which means
I don't know much about
immortal.
Kakuzu.
Which Kakuzu was already almost immortal to start out with. So honestly, being reanimated does almost nothing for him.
But it gives him unlimited chakra.
Also, I think this reanimated stuff we've been doing is bullshit. I just want to throw that out there.
But we're talking about the strongest version of them.
Yeah.
It just means that whoever they fight against has to have another way of stopping them, which, again, for Kakuzu is kind of like that no matter what. And we've had multiple immortal because we have 3 characters on the list that are immortal:
Billy the Kid, Bon,
and Hedon.
Yeah.
So those 3 characters are already immortal. So no matter what,
How does one beat a reanimation, just in general?
Sealing or undoing the jutsu.
So if Whitebeard like completely like obliterates the body, it won't matter.
It'll come back from dirt.
It's not instantaneous, though.
Yeah, it's like a slow process. And usually at that point is the point where people take the opportunity to seal reanimation bodies, because they're not like if you blow them up completely, they're not like very active. If you blow off like an arm or something, they can usually still do stuff while they're regenerating. It kind of depends on the severity of damage that you do to them. But
Gotcha.
yeah, they're like zombies with Wolverine's healing factor, more or less.
Gotcha.
So I feel like because it's not instantaneous, if he were to do enough damage to incapacitate him for at least a limited time, I would still call that a win for Whitebeard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. He just has to have Kakuzu not be in the fight anymore.
Yeah, and like
however that is.
If he does enough
and
damage,
I don't know dick about Whitebeard, so this will mostly be.
This is that tremor fruit I was telling you about last time with Blackbeard, except Whitebeard's only got the tremor.
Right, and yeah,
and that was where I showed you where he was literally leveling and diagonaling the sea.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, and that's again old man Whitebeard, not prime Whitebeard.
Yeah,
Primebeard.
Primebeard fought Rogers for what, 3 days, and they ended up tying.
Nice.
And Rogers ended up becoming king of the pirates.
Nice.
Yeah. Whitebeard's strong. I need to look up Whitebeard because I don't know much about Kakuzu.
And I don't know much about Whitebeard. Just from that clip you sent me, his powers seem insane. And yeah, I don't know.
So
this would be a real intense fight, though, for sure, because they're both, from what I know of Whitebeard at least, they're both crazy powerhouses.
Yeah. So in the world of One Piece, Whitebeard was considered one of the strongest pirates during his prime, often referred to as the strongest man in the world. His strength was legendary both in physical power and his ability with the Devil Fruit, which that one allowed him to create powerful shock waves, which could cause mass destruction, capable of splitting the ocean and even creating tsunamis. He mastered all 3 types of hockey, including Conquerors. He was incredibly strong, able to take on multiple foes at once and withstand tremendous damage. Didn't he also get like a hole shot through his stomach and still survive? Unlike Ace.
I think so. There's also a shot through his head at one point too.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, he's
So
taken holes
so
and
he can
survived.
he can take damage.
He can take damage.
That's good.
Uh,
Because Kakuzu fought the first Hokage, although beyond the fact that Kakuzu lost, we don't really know how that fight went.
yeah.
Although from what we know of the first Hokage, Kakuzu probably got his ass beat,
Yeah.
Truth.
immortal or not.
Oh, yeah. Even in his later years, Whitebeard demonstrated remarkable endurance during continuing the fight through severe injuries during the Marineford War, which that one consisted of the 3 admirals that also had devil fruit powers, which were the light fruit, the magma fruit, and who was the fucking third one? I'm trying to remember who the third admiral was at the time.
Was it the ice guy?
Kizaru, the ice guy. Yeah. And he withstood all that. Let me see.
So let me ask this: does Whitebeard have a way to stop Kakuzu from fighting? Something like equivalent to a seal. Obviously he doesn't have sealing jutsu, but like something he can do, like fucking use an earthquake to bury him deep down or some shit, like some Shikamaru shit or something. I don't know. Does he have something like that would take Kakuzu out of a fight?
I don't really think so.
Because like he can even manipulate the ocean and shit like that.
Yeah, so
Because from what you guys are saying, like Whitebeard, it seems like he can take what Kakuzu dishes out.
I will say this. The scene that I sent you of him diagonaling the ocean was with old man Whitebeard.
Uh-huh.
That was like maybe 50% of his strength, considering he was also connected to life support, had heart attacks, and also was getting bodied at Marineford, and was still able to basically almost survive the entire war. Let alone, that's, again, old man Whitebeard versus, again, Prime Whitebeard, who has fought Gold Rogers 3 days, 3 nights, was able to fight and survive against Garp, who is also one of the strongest Navy admirals, or one of the strongest Marines.
Yeah, because it sounds like he's stronger than Kakuzu and can take hits from Kakuzu, which are very,
and that's not even including
very
his
important
weapon.
things, because Kakuzu has 4 out of the 5 chakra natures. He doesn't have earth style. He has water, wind, fire, and lightning.
And that's not including his weapon. That's just Whitebeard and his devil fruit. He also has a giant pole sword.
Uh-huh.
That's considered one of the legendary weapons, I think.
Sure.
Let me look. It's one of the 12 supreme grade blades. As one of them, it's one of the most powerful weapons ever created. Let's see. It was revealed to have extraordinary durability, allowing him to channel his full strength through it, including the devil fruit and his armament and his hockey. Excuse me. Let's see.
Wiki and Frenchie, I'm going to kind of appeal to the two of you, since you have the most collective knowledge of the 2 shows.
Yes.
It's kind of where I'm at. I feel like Kakuzu would win, dude.
I feel like he wins.
I'm kind of thinking the same thing, because even without being reanimated, he's so fucking hard to put down.
Yeah.
And the fact that he can use pyrokinesis, electrokinesis, and is almost invulnerable, like, I think it'd be a really good fight, but I think he would outlast.
All right. I fuck with that.
I don't know much about the Naruto world, so
Yeah.
I'm just going based off of what I've got with the knowledge I have of Blackbeard.
He's got no beard. I know that.
You mean Whitebeard?
Isn't that what he said?
You said Blackbeard.
I heard white beard.
Oh, I thought he said
I also
black.
heard Blackbeard.
But all right. Well, sounds like Kakuzu's getting that then.
All right.
Oh,
And-
he's getting it.
Oh, he's getting it all right with all those tentacles. And if that's the case, that finally puts an end to round 1 of our Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny. The Wheel of Combat has become blank. And I guess we'll pick up on round 2 next year.
Woo!
Are there any of these fights that really stuck out to you guys? Ones that you would wish that there was like some type of fanimation for, or
I don't even
like
remember.
artwork for?
Itachi Kaido for sure.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite matchups that we've done. Pain and Blackbeard is up there for me too.
I agree.
The one we just got done discussing as well with Whitebeard and Kakuzu. That would be pretty
Yeah.
cool to see.
That would be sweet.
Uh,
Yeah, a lot of the Naruto versus One Piece ones are like kind of top tier. Not gonna lie.
Grimjow and Mihawk. That
Yeah.
would be a cool one to see. I would love to still see Alex Armstrong and Crow.
Yeah,
That
that'd
would
be
be a cool one.
I want to see Billy the Kid and Kuma just to see Kuma go, bye.
cool.
Whose hands are getting caught first? Kuma's or...
Yeah. Well, all right. Well, thank you all so much for being part of the first round of this incredibly bloody battle. Next year we'll come at you with round 2.
Genos and Kakashi as well.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that one's sweet.
What's
Could-
the anime?
Could
assignment?
you send me that list now that round 1 is completed? I'll need it anyway to make the wheel for round 2.
round 2? What's the anime assignment, my guy?
The anime assignment is called The Great Cleric. It's on Crunchyroll. It is, I think, 12 episodes long.
The Great Cleric?
The Great Cleric.
I feel like I've heard of this. Maybe not. That animation is not something I recognize.
You mean our style?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, thanks so much for joining us. Next time you hear from us, or really when you listen to this episode, Nerdvember will be over, and
We'll
so
have raised a lot of money.
yeah, so next time you hear from us after this, you'll get to hear us, talking about all that. So stay tuned, and until then, we love you.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.
Thank you so much for tuning in to the Weekly Weebs podcast.
We'll be back next week with more exciting anime talk.
Make sure to join us every show to stay up to date with what's going on in the world of anime. We'll catch you next time.